grab myself a cough drop. I'm ready now. Here we go. Let's do this thing.
Here we go, baby.
Of course, she's at the bar. She already knows we're here. Oh, those eyes.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
Jesus. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to fight. What's your problem? I have questions. I don't want to fight. Oh, God. It's either I don't want to fight or I have questions. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight.
I'm not trying to start a fight. Far from it. I came here hoping you could help me.
Help you? Perhaps you could help me instead. I'd like to understand a few things.
Oh, no.
Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
Here we go.
Oh, God. Let's see. You're a suspect too. Calliope lived at your apartment. I need your help, Apollo. I need your help, Apollo.
Now would be a good time to mediate, Apollo.
Is that why you're here, brother? Because you know me so well?
Because I know that you care. Far more deeply than you could ever admit.
How would you know that? You resigned. You abandoned everything and everyone who ever needed you.
Oh, God.
You don't know the first thing about me, and you never did. Just crawl back into your dark little hole, Apollo.
Oh, I gotta hydrate.
Same here. I was waiting until we got a little bit farther than that, so... But...
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
No.
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Right? That's all you're showing.
Oh, here we go!
Here we go. I love her outfit, by the way. By God, I want that cloak. I want that outfit.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Oh.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse.
Oh, boy.
You want answers? Fight for them.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Here we go. Be quick.
Lost little girl, you shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends.
I mean, your thing is an olive branch.
Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near.
That voice.
And you all alone. We both know how this ends.
I'm not alone, though. I have Apollo.
Let's
I don't want to fight.
Bends. We all know how this ends.
Back-to-back hydrates.
Thanks for the welcome, it's my first time here. You've made your feelings for me crystal clear. You play your show, I'll just go grab a beer. Didn't come here to quarrel with you. Love what you've done here, this place comes up well. You've nailed the theme, it really feels like hell. Guess you're not looking for new clientele. Just as well, that's a 5-star review. Let's try the easy way. Hear what I have to say.
They get younger every year. Little big shots that drift through here think they're bringing something new through the door. And you've heard it 1,000 times before.
Let's see.
Let's see, green, red, or blue.
Alright, green or blue is the problem. Let's see. Maybe I should try Why Are You Trying So Hard?
Alright.
Let's do it.
Why would I come down here and start a brawl? I'm just running out of time is all. If it's true that I'm just lost and small, then why you keeping your guard up?
Now she's lifting rifts from pen. So secondhand. What a stock dime a dozen troubadour. Honey, we've heard it 1,000 times before.
What would Calliope say?
What would Calliope say?
Mm-hmm.
1,000 times.
Then I guess you've heard it all before. Gave it my best and then you slammed the door. Raises the question, who else you'd ignore?
They get younger
Stay in the dark
every
and fight
year.
your endless war.
The little big
Sometimes
shots
you can't be surprised anymore.
think they're
You know,
bringing
there's
something
someone else that I speak
new,
for.
but you've heard it.
Do you hear that?
Ooh.
Calliope.
She had something to say. Would you turn her away?
I can feel your pain.
Please don't do this.
You're lost, Persephone. You've buried yourself on stage in the blinding lights. You're hiding here.
I love this.
Ate
Hmm?
that seed. That's not on me.
I do too. It's so beautiful.
Rotten too long. Blossomed all wrong.
We change shape. In time, you'll see we all rot away into.
I don't have time to see. You keep forgetting that.
It wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my
Oh, God.
dreams till a muse.
So,
I just
wait,
want
Charm is
Calliope
letting
back.
Persephone win?
Episode.
Alright, I'm gonna go with She's Not Gone, She's In Me. That changed very drastically.
Yep.
Your Majesty, do you understand who I am?
Hmm?
Who I
What was that coy smile?
Yep. I love this game.
That might have been the right call. That might have been the
Might
right
have
call.
Maybe. I don't know why it's a bad idea to see his presence too.
Oh, she doesn't look too.
No. No, you've earned your answers.
Okay.
Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker.
Thank God.
She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
Okay. Okay, so here we go. So, let's see, how well did you know her? Let's do that. How well did you know her?
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
Oh, so she
That
went
was
in there.
you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
see. That sounds suspicious. You still think I did it. That tells us a bit. I can't use that one. That's grayed out.
Yeah, yep.
Let's see. Let me see. That sounds suspicious. That does sound suspicious.
I don't know. That sounds suspicious.
I hoped I could find evidence, something that made sense. But no, it was only you.
I made sense?
You were there. You were covered in her blood. There was no other explanation. But now I'm not so sure.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
Starting to have my
One of
theories.
us.
Yep. Must be an idol? Question mark.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how we might look, it's not a simple matter to kill.
Then
an
how'd you
idol.
think I did
It
it?
was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they
Then why'd you think it was
somehow
me?
escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
Then it was someone who she trusted.
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
That's suspicious. Let's see. Did Calliope have enemies? Should we tell Athena? Do you say magic? Did you say magic?
Wait. Did you say magic?
Mm-hmm.
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Okay,
Oh.
fair.
Sure, I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Someone say
I'm.
We know what that's for.
our
Hello,
powers are also
alcohol.
magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
Yeah, Hecate is the goddess of
And it
magic.
was of no use here.
The
We
gods of
shouldn't rule it
witchcraft.
out.
Yep.
We haven't tried everything yet.
Okay. Did Calliope have enemies?
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What am
why?
I missing?
Why?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Argumentative.
Yes, but
is
enough to
understatement.
make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
Oh, God. I don't like any of these choices. Let's see. Because shouldn't we tell Athena? Could Athena be the killer? Or what about Pan? Here's the thing. It's someone who she trusted. Someone who she thought would never do this to her.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my theory. Don't click anything. Here's my theory.
I'm not.
So my theory is that it was Athena.
Okay.
The reason why is because if what they're saying is true, Calliope was proven to be a problem for Athena. Wasn't abiding by their rules, was stepping out of line, and then she sees... Why would she be so quick to go, okay, well, we have to get rid of this muse? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, you killed her, therefore, you're gonna have to kill you. And instead of having somebody to replace her, they're just thinking about just having Calliope die. That seems strange to me. Could Athena be the killer?
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Exactly.
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Rules as she writes.
Well,
Athena has one goal, and one goal only,
Apollo.
to protect the idols. And that included Calliope.
Not really.
She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
I don't like that you're both still suspects. Let's see. What about Pan?
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. But I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too...
Exactly what I thought.
messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to
Oh
show
yeah,
up
you're
so
quick to
quickly
consider him.
was
You're not quick to consider Athena.
odd.
I see how you
Yep.
I see how you see it. Let's see.
Since you don't want to say they're both still suspects. If
yeah,
you tell Athena, it's gonna continue the story.
Okay, let's go ahead and do should we tell Athena? I don't want to say that they're both
Couldn't we
suspects.
go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
This feels pointless. It does kind of feel pointless.
All right, and that goes going.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that?
Oh no.
Are you forgetting what the muses meant to me?
This won't help Calliope. This won't help Calliope, for sure. Do that. This won't help.
Please, both of you. None of this will help Calliope. I know you both miss her. I know you cared about her, but she's not completely gone. A piece of her is in me. She came to me for help, and I don't want to die any more than she did.
Oh boy, here we go. Song time. Song time.
I'm listening now. Tell us what and you would do
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
You about to pull from memories from somewhere?
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her. She was family to us. Yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh,
This
queen
isn't
of the
helping.
throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this. Please remember what we are here to do.
We must avenge a muse.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could
Damn,
your
they're
heart
angry.
shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to
Of
a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I've been before I
Trapped.
stopped.
This
Oh,
is
God.
not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun.
Pick your side.
Oh god, I had to choose a side. Damn
Pick your
it!
side.
I hate this shit. Yeah, let's tell Apollo to calm down.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep
Oh
breath.
god, yeah, that's true.
I need your help, not your anger.
Good call.
These old wounds, they confine you. You're more than your pain.
That's much better. I like that better. Thank you.
Yep.
Follow him or stay.
Oh god.
Now you get a choice.
Now I have to choose which.
So I followed Apollo.
Okay.
Let's see. I follow
Seems
Apollo.
like, so I guess I'm gonna follow Apollo for now.
And that locks Persephone out.
Ugh. I hate having to choose between the two. I would love to have both of their help,
That
but
was not my finest moment. Persephone will never let this go.
also felt like I shouldn't have left him alone either. It was impressive.
You wanted.
You kind of went dark and stormy back there. It was impressive.
I honestly thought I had left that behind me.
Left what? Signs of life? The world won't wither if you raise your voice, Apollo.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I just wish old habits didn't return so easily around her.
Family thing, huh?
Uh,
That's why I've tried to avoid my fellow idols for so long. I don't like who I am when I'm with them.
Well, one of them's a murderer, so...
Yep.
You'd think being thousands of years old would make idols more mature. And yet...
Oh, I've forgotten 10 lifetimes by now. Perhaps my maturity was in one of those. At least coming here was useful.
That's a little better.
You have a better idea of where to start looking, right?
See, that was kind of a better answer. I kind of like that. Is Athena really not an
I
option?
have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
I respect Athena. She has dragged us into the modern age, sometimes kicking and screaming. She's why we're alive. But if I said that her need to keep us safe didn't drive her to extremes, I'd be lying. You represent a risk, Grace. To her, that is more important than any notion of compassion or justice.
Exactly. Shit. See, I'm kind of almost regretting not going the cover route because there's so many choices. Jesus. So how am I at risk? And that's harsh. I really wish I could say maybe that our culprit knows that, because that would have been really the answer. That would have actually been the answer. Damn it all. Let's see. How am I a risk? How am I a risk? Little old me, how am I a risk?
I'm not that much of a risk, am I? I won't explode. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst is that we could be admitting either a murderer or a usurper into our ranks.
How awful.
She's protecting an idea as much as a physical reality. It's true. To her, there is no difference.
Let me see. You're still helping me? You're still helping
I
me?
thought you'd decide that getting me into the underworld was enough.
What? Bring you to Persephone and then shrug? Not my problem now?
Let's see. Wouldn't blame you. Is that your thing? I appreciate it. I do.
What I meant to say is... thank you.
Oh,
I threw you for a loop. You thought I was going to be...
I'm not used to
Abova.
asking people for help.
it's all right.
I know that all too well. Like I said, I think Grace is me in this
Where
game.
do we look then?
I need to give it some thought. This won't be easy. If another idol is behind this, they know as well. They had a plan.
So you don't know where to look next?
I need time to sort it out. Just be patient, Grace.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Someplace I can look?
Don't you want to relax? You haven't rested since this began.
Relax? Who can relax? I've been sentenced to death, Apollo.
Yeah.
Fair point. Even so, go home, Grace. The next time you see me, I'll have a better notion of what to do.
Fine. But I'm holding you to that.
Sir. Okay, I'm like, they keep forgetting this. Like, you do forget that I'm sentenced to death in a week. In a week, we're in Act 2. Hell yeah. But I'm sentenced to death in a week, and you are forgetting that I do not have that much time.
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep?
I love you, Freddy.
What if you were taken prisoner, kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree? I was worried sick.
What's with the tree thing?
Because that's what happened to Daphne. We know this. We know what happened. We know what happened to that poor girl. For those that don't know, there was a story about I believe it depends on the story, it's either a human or a nymph named Daphne that Apollo was very much in love with, but she didn't want him, so he chased after her, and then she turned herself into a tree to get away from him. That's how the basic of that story goes, but it's been written in different ways where it's like, oh no, she was a bitch, or oh no, he was being an asshole. We don't know which it is. But at the same time, odds are, but basically the story's the same. Girl turns into a tree, Apollo's upset about it. Very upset about it. To a point where he's depressed. So that's basically the whole story about that one. So let's see here. So Yeah, which, by the way, when I found that out in Lore Olympus, I found out her name was Daphne. I was like, oh, I know where this is going.
No.
I know exactly where this is going. Let's see. Tree question mark, you shouldn't worry. Or, you were worried? Oh, how sweet. See, here's something that's funny about me. I would say the thing at the top. And just regardless of whether or not I'm in your relationship with you, I would say the thing at the top. You know me.
So
So it's like...
you're picking the top one?
Yeah, let's pick the top one. Because it's something I would say. And I'm not trying to play both fields.
Aw. Well, you're my best friend in the whole world, Grace. Plus, you know, what would the band do?
Right, the band. Where are Kaz and Brian anyway?
I told them you were fine.
Brian.
Which isn't
Hey, Brian.
a lie, because technically you are. Now tell me everything that happened.
So...
Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up siding with Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
These elves are all crazy. These elves are all crazy.
As much as you can trust an idol. I swear, Freddy, they're all nuts.
They are all nuts.
Oh, yeah. If they're even a little like the stories, you should be super careful. So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, come by Olympus. I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Oh, lovely. So, 1 second, because I didn't want to say something before. I find it funny that if you were trying to actually do a romantic route with Freddy, that it's like, you're like, oh, how sweet. You're trying to so flirt with her. She's like, yeah, you're my best bud. Immediately friend zoned.
Yep.
Immediately fucking friend zoned. It's just
like
funny.
I said, I would say nothing.
Just ow, ow, ow. It's just funny.
Nothing.
I know you're gonna say nothing. You're gonna just continue to say nothing. But I just find it funny. Anyway, let's see. What could he want? I just spoke to him, question mark, and the idols live there. Let's see. So come to Olympus. So there's the idols live there. What could he want? I just spoke to him. We just spoke to him. Question mark. I just spoke to him.
I just spoke to him at the underworld. If he wanted something, why didn't he just talk to me there?
Because he's creepy and wants to get you alone.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan.
Uh-huh.
Help it.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Aw.